Yeah, you walked another 2 days, and you found you didn't have any fights over those 2 days. You didn't come across anything. You found some perfume. Oh, yeah. This was last time, wasn't it? Yes. Okay. I have it written in with everything afterwards, so I think that was the last session.
Yeah, I think it's on my session 14 notes, so I don't even know if it is session 14, but that's what I have it labeled as. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
I confused things by having some stuff from the last week in this session's notes. My brain isn't working today. Apologies. So you found some perfume. A few of you could smell it, a few of you couldn't. That was all we really saw that day, and then you stopped for the night. Date night got called off because Arena was got by Strahd, and you were quite unlucky with the rolls to spot Strahd again. So Irina, in terms of like stats, she has 2 points of exhaustion, and because Viv ended up having to stay up all night to take over the watch for her, Viv has 1. Viv, because of that, Viv is in a bad mood and isn't speaking to anyone. The next day was again kind of uneventful. You found a doll head and didn't like that its eyes followed you, and then kicked it into the forest. And then you stopped again for the night. And then we got distracted by sweets for the rest of the session, is what I have written there, which is true. It's a fun, sweet distraction.
To see what like I could get for you guys, and I decided it's gonna be after Christmas when everything's on sale for all the Christmas candy. They don't have a candy corn though, so I have to find that somewhere.
Yeah, because that's probably just around at Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes they have it for other holidays too, so I'll keep an eye out. And that's it. I won't derail this session too.
For anyone who's interested, England are currently losing to France in the World Football. Already, it's 20 minutes in.
Rare case of based France.
It's the only time you root for France is when it's versus England.
I mean, the only reason I'm rooting for England is because I'm scared of what the English fans will do if we lose.
What a country.
Very normal
reaction. Yeah.
Joseph, I just because I haven't because I only followed you on Twitch like last session. I just got your like notification, and you've described this adventure as a flirty, drug-fueled hike to visit a vampire warlord. Sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's a very accurate summary.
I realized that my overlay says that we're level 4 and my character sheet says that I'm level 3, so I don't know if I didn't just update that or if I didn't save my stats, but we're just gonna hope for the best.
I only got 3 hit dice.
Oh no.
On the sheet.
Yeah, I don't know if I like just ignored that stuff though and did the rest, because like I know I upped my constitution and I think that would have only been at level 4. Brain.
I think I remember you rolling for it and getting really low HP rolls.
Yeah, so I think I updated it. I just didn't change those numbers, but now I'm paranoid that like I just didn't save it. I need this one. Yeah, ability score increase is what I did, so I definitely did all this stuff. I just didn't change those.
So you come to what's the map? Let's roll 21. There we go. So you come to the end of your journey for the day, and you can see that you'll be able to get to Vallaki quite early in the morning. You can see some smoke and a few houses a little way off in the distance, maybe 10 miles away. You've got trees on both sides. It's another cloudy, foggy night. And you settle down to camp. Is there anything any of you would like to do before watch starts?
I'm still not able, like the last couple of nights, I still am screaming and not able to wake up, except for like the exact 8 hours, correct?
Do you remember if you did a roll today?
I haven't. I've done a constitution roll recently that I passed, but I don't know if that was related or if it was like a counter or something. I remember doing one last session.
Okay.
But I mean, I can do another one.
Yeah, do another one, because you should have done 2 last sessions, so we'll say you just did one of them.
Okay, is it a con save or just a straight con roll?
Con save.
Okay. 24.
Okay. So you don't know it yet until you actually go to sleep, but from tonight you will not have the nightmares, and you will just be able to wake up and go to sleep whenever you want.
Incredible.
Oh, okay.
You'll be back to normal, non-drug fuels.
Yeah, gotta change the description.
I mean, we could do weed if you like. I still have that. We haven't done that yet.
I do feel like we need to have a team weed session at some point.
As in the characters, or
Either would be good.
the last time I did weed, we went to a hot spring and it was like so tunnel visioned. I was so lost in the warm water.
One time I did weed and I got trapped in a rotating door because I was that high. And the receptionist just watched me. She didn't help. She just watched me. I think I was trapped in a glass tube.
Were you like going around in circles, or was it like you literally couldn't figure out like which way to push? Or
I went around in circles and I didn't do the full rotation to get to the door side, so I went to walk out and put my hand on the glass and I was like, no, and I like touched the glass again and I was like, oh fuck no. I'm like, like there's no way out, and it was like 20 degrees to my left was the door, and I was just tapping the glass like slowly, and then I eventually realized the door was there. It was great time. Good time.
Okay, instead of doing what I really want to do, which is derail with terrible weed stories from uni days, I am instead gonna say what my character is gonna do. I know. Because I feel like we should maybe have like a little team discussion about how the fuck we're gonna make sure Thingy Bob, oh my god, what's her name?
Arena?
Doesn't Irina, yes. Irina doesn't get bitten again. Like, do we need to have like more people on watch, or should people just like stare at her tent instead of like walking?
I think someone should sleep right next to her.
We tried this though. 'Cause Sophie slept directly next to her.
I slept
Not
next
Sophie,
to.
it's Quinn. Quinn slept next to me.
Don't make Quinn beat me up. Don't make my own character. beat me.
Self cuck.
But yes, I think. Well, I just think somebody should be watching at all times.
And does Quinn want this person to be herself?
Well, sure, yeah, but yeah, I'll stay up and just make sure everything's safe for the night.
You're just going to stay up the entire night?
Well, I'm afraid if there isn't somebody watching for the whole night, that something very, very bad could happen if Strahd shows up one more time.
I mean, I suppose at least we're going to be in a town tomorrow, so hopefully things should be a little bit safer from that point on. So maybe
Yeah.
just one night of bad sleep would be worth it just to get there.
Is there like a counter on the bites? Or just they've been doing more pain, suffering? Or is it like 3 bites equals vampire?
You don't
well,
know.
This is just me asking since you brought it up in character, but my cough, I'm not going to try to raise my voice to a higher pitch at all. I need like a... This is tracks.
I'm assuming, like, out of character, I'm assuming that, like, it's for each bite gives, like, a point of exhaustion. And
Yeah.
the more points of exhaustion she gets, like, if she gets to, like, 6, then she just straight up dies. But when you
Okay.
start getting to, like, 3 or 4 or 5, that's bad, and you don't want that. In character, I don't think, like, Julian would know, like, how many bites it would take or whatever, but I think he would just be assuming that, like, every time that she gets bitten, there is a chance that he'll just, like, drain her completely or something. And that we should probably try and avoid getting bitten again. I think, like, we don't really have any in-character evidence that he will keep her alive indefinitely. So I think that's something to be concerned about.
Yeah. I mean, maybe instead of just staying up for the whole night, it would be good to do shifts. We have enough people, I suppose. One person inside, one person outside.
It does sound sensible. Just instead of having 2 people outside like we've had before, just have one person with her at all times.
Do we have any spells that can trigger? Like alarm or anything?
I don't have that.
I know I don't.
Okay, dumb out of character question, but like, I mean, we all know like Vivian's like technically doesn't really need to sleep, so can we like, even though like I know Ava's not here, can we like technically suggest to put her on watch since she doesn't really need to sleep?
Doesn't Viv already have 1 point of exhaustion from like being up too long?
Yes.
Because it's not necessarily sleep, but it's still a rest action that needs to be taken.
Well, Ashiok doesn't actually take that into account.
Fair.
Is it just 2 shifts? Like, would we just need 4 people? Like, 1 in the tent, 1 outside the tent, and then 1 in the tent, 1 outside the tent to make it through the night?
Have the horses reacted at all to Strahd? Has there been any like braying at night that we've heard?
I don't think not that any of you noticed.
Okay.
But with the perception rolls that you rolled, you probably wouldn't have noticed.
Okay. So I was thinking if we think that they'd be more perceptive or like part of that, they could also be outside the tent. Just because they have a chance of getting spooked and we could hear it. And I think
could do that.
I might suggest that in character, either way of like just in case, even if we don't have any evidence to show that it's happened.
Yes, good plan. So we set up
like a wall of horses around the tent.
A wall of Grand Slam touchdown.
He's gonna Grand Slam Strahd.
Yeah, isn't it 3 watches that we usually do a night?
I think we have, because we only have like we've been doing in pairs and doing 4, because I've been out and haven't been able to do any of the watches.
Yeah. We've slightly been hand waving it.
Because that does mean also we've been, if we're splitting the watch there, essentially only getting 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be knackered when we get to town. Okay, so I guess we're just going to do our kind of normal way with having like 2 watches of 2 people, but this time we have someone literally sitting in there the whole time.
Yeah. I'll take first watch in the tent.
Alright, I'll be your second.
Okay.
Trex is also gonna mix up like, I assume I have garlic, and that's all I know about vampires is Traxa. Like a garlic tea to see if that will help if Irina drinks it. Hoping
Ooh,
she's not a vampire and it'll kill her. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. And then like if I have some of those ingredients, maybe making her like a little necklace of garlic.
Julian, is this offensive?
Is garlic actually like a thing in this universe?
I'm gonna assume even if it's not, that the rumor exists.
For sure.
But will it help? No fucking clue.
Googled it, so I now know what garlic does to Strahd.
Ooh.
Attracts him even more. He loves it.
Damn it.
He's just a really big fan of garlic, bro.
Yeah.
We seasoned her. Fuck.
And that's all I got as far as planning, so bedtime, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone either shuffles off to bed or takes up watch. Who, other than Quinn, who else? Because did you say someone was taking watch outside? Did you decide who?
Yeah, I think it was gonna be Julian, but do you want to switch the order or something? And if Elliot's away. Like, would we know that Trax is gonna be okay, able to keep watch, or is Trax like sleeping, like assuming that it's gonna be nightmares and stuff, and it would be Ashiok and Viv on the watch?
I think at the moment, she said we were assuming that we're going to bed as if it was still screaming.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll have perception or something to see that it's not the case tonight. But we don't know that in character.
If we have ears.
Yeah, in character we don't know yet, so it's a normal. Trex is not up for watch night.
There's just coincidentally a banshee attack, and we don't expect it because we think it's
The normal background screaming.
ah yes. God, screaming for 8 hours. Oh,
That's why she's got the sore throat today.
well, will we do Ashiok and Viv taking first watch then, and see if Elliot gets back for the second one, or? I don't mind.
Sorry, what did you say? Like, sorry, my boyfriend like came in and started telling me about the massive like rack of pork he just bought.
I was just saying, do you guys want to go first then?
Yeah, we
instead?
could go.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, just silence. Oh no.
No.
I think Viv would probably want Ashiok to take the tent.
Yeah.
Because she's more likely to fall asleep. Well, she's tireder, so she's less good at stuff today.
Yeah, so he'll do that.
Where's the page? Okay. Would you be able to do a perception check, please?
Yeah,
God, let's hope that 8 is the stealth.
15.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume that Viv doesn't have a really big perception modifier. Correct me if you remember differently. But I don't have the stats.
What class is Viv? Sorcerer? Is their main casting charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. So probably not at least a main stat.
Okay. Then okay. You notice while you're kind of keeping watch that a mist starts to gather, and kind of come through the tent flaps.
Uh-oh. And it just like comes towards us, just kind of
Yes.
threateningly.
Yeah.
Irina is sleeping.
Yes.
Okay. Ashiok will just kind of very, very panickedly, probably harder than he means to. He'll kind of smack her on the shoulder, and very urgently try to be like, no, we have to get out, like out, now, like,
Oh.
and if she doesn't,
She does wake up. She wakes up. And as she wakes up, the mist disperses as well, and you don't see it anymore.
I swear, there was a mist.
Oh, I believe you. Thanks for waking me up and getting rid of it.
Yeah, I just thought it wouldn't be that easy. I thought it was more like urgent, but you can go back to sleep now.
Thanks. Hopefully you won't come back tonight.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And she goes back to sleep. And for your watch, you don't see anything else. I think you did notice that the ravens outside started making quite a lot of noise when it happened.
Okay.
And the horses woke up. They didn't make much noise, but they did wake up.
I will relay this information to whoever is on the next watch.
Okay, I suppose that's Quinn and Julian. And I'm assuming when we get waken up, we don't hear screaming.
You don't hear screaming.
Is like Traxa still in the camp? That's like Quinn Dashiok.
Wait, sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. It was just like, is Traxa still in the camp?
I don't know. I was in the tent.
Yeah, but I mean, do you hear that?
What?
Exactly.
Oh. Well, Viv obviously didn't see anything because there came smoke into the tent and she didn't say anything.
Oh shit! It was there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It just once.
What happened? Like, did you see like Strahd or
No,
you know?
there was just like some smoke that came in, some mist, and it looked kind of threatening. So I gently woke up Irina, and as soon as she woke up, the mist left.
It just left.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Huh.
Honestly, I thought it would be more threatening.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a relief to hear that all we need to do is be witness to it or wake her up and then he's gone. I mean, thanks for catching it. It's good that she's safe. I should probably get there, like, in case it happens again or something.
Oh yeah, you should quickly like go to the tent.
Yeah, okay, right. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
He winks.
Fuck. And Quinn makes her way over to the tent.
I'm assuming that while I was out, Strahd's attempt was foiled.
Yes.
Nice.
The smoke machine got turned on early, but we shut it off.
Spooky smoke machine. The evil smoke machine.
Evil smoke with performance anxiety. That it's gone. I think on the way to the Irina's tent, Quinn just like rips open Julian's like tent door and is like, "Come on, wake up! It's your turn."
What? Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, cool. You're taken outside, yeah?
Yes, I can do this.
Sweet. Okay.
I can do this. I can stay watch. I can do a good thing for the team.
Okay, wait. I was confident in you, and now my confidence is lowered just a little bit.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna do great.
All Okay, I have faith in you.
Good luck with Irina.
Yeah, well, she's asleep, I hope. It's a bit awkward just walking into her tent while she's asleep, but it's to keep her safe.
I'm sure she won't mind. I'm sure there are
Yeah.
worse people that she could wake up next to.
Yeah. I'll be on my way. Quinn like finishes putting the last of her armor or whatever back on for the watch. Has the tent.
Cool. And Julian goes outside and does watch.
You're about halfway through your watch, and Quinn, you're kind of sat there, keeping an eye out, and Irina sits up, and she gets off her bedroll, and starts to leave the tent.
Hey, wait, whoa. Quinn like reaches out a hand to like catch her wrist. Like
She's
I was just gonna say, like, she does it like gently. She doesn't like tug like hard or anything. Just like catches it to hope to be like, what's going on?
if it's gently, she will continue walking and kind of pull her arm out of your wrist without saying anything.
Julian, and like Quinn is like following her and trying to get Julian's attention and trying to stop her as well. Like she'll walk in front of her and like put her hands like near her shoulders just to be like, stop walking.
I think if Julian hears that, he'll start running towards the tent.
If you don't, sorry, I got slightly distracted looking up something. But if you don't physically stop her, she is going to continue to walk.
Okay. Quinn was walking around, like she called for Julian and then she walked around the front and she just like tried to rest her hands on Irina's shoulders to try to stop her, to see if she'd like move to the side to get around her or if she'd just like stop if Quinn held her.
Okay, she does just stop. Her eyes are open, but it's kind of, she looks quite glassy and
Okay. Can I do that detect good and evil thing or whatever the paladin thing is that's like sense undead? What's it called?
yeah, it doesn't seem different to what you were getting earlier.
Okay.
There's no kind of strong evil within
Okay.
kind of the cap.
And like it's not, she doesn't seem more undead than she was before, does she?
No.
Okay. Quinn's just gonna wait for Julian to come over to see what's happening.
Yeah, I think if once Julian gets there and goes in the tent and sees Quinn like physically holding back Irina, who's like glassy eyed, he's probably just gonna turn to Quinn and be like, "The fuck."
I have no idea what's going on. Do you know about this? Is this something that
No, this is new. He's gonna like clap his hands in front of her face and see if it wakes her up. Does she react at all?
I'm trying to figure something out because I don't know. Okay. She jolts away. She jolts. and kind of it seems like she's waking up. And she looks confused for a second, and then says, What's what?
Looks like you were trying to go on a midnight walk.
Strange.
What do you last remember?
Ashley waking me up and telling me that there was the mist, and then I just went back to sleep.
Okay. Because you got up and you were gonna go somewhere. You don't feel like any urge to be somewhere, a certain direction, anything like that?
No, I don't remember it at all.
You've never woken up somewhere you didn't go to sleep before?
I occasionally slept as a kid. Maybe it's that.
That didn't look like sleepwalking. I mean, your eyes, they were all glassy and you didn't look like yourself.
It certainly feels a little too coincidental for comfort, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I think maybe Strahd couldn't get here, but he had some way of making you go to him.
The vampire we spoke to a few days ago mentioned something about Strahd being able to control his thralls over vampires he's turned. I don't know if this is maybe some more minor aspect of that.
It's not a nice thought.
No, it's not.
Yeah, like we haven't caught you doing this before, and if it's new, hopefully it's something we can stop. Hopefully maybe a night without him having contact with you might prevent him from being able to do it again, or yeah, it's a bit scary.
Maybe Quinn should cuddle up to Irina when they sleep, just like sling an arm over her.
If Julian suggested that.
I don't think you would in that moment. I suppose maybe for now. Do we have something that we could sort of restrain you with, just so that you don't wander off in the middle of the night?
Sure, there's some rope somewhere.
I suppose that'll probably have to do.
Yeah, that might be a bit uncomfortable to sleep in.
Well, it's either that or she walks all the way to Castle Ravenloft, and I think that'd be even more uncomfortable, so...
Yeah. I mean, if you're all right with it, we could do that. I'll still be there keeping a watch. I can stop you, but I'm just concerned if we're leaving you into Vallaki and no one's there to stop you walking away, he could just get you to leave the town.
Yeah. It's not a long-term solution, is it?
Not really. Maybe we could we could see if it happens again another night. See if it happens again tonight. If you try to sleep, if you can sleep.
Yeah.
I wonder sort of. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I'll try and go back to sleep.
Okay.
I'm curious, sort of, how much agency you have in that state. I mean, would we be able to just, if you know you were in like an actual room, would we be able to just lock the door? I don't know if this is sort of as complicated as, whether this is something more complicated than sleepwalking, which I feel like a locked door would happily block. But if Strahd has sort of some way of sort of puppeting you from afar, that might not really be sufficient. I suppose for now we just sort of got to see what happens over the next few nights and see if it happens again. Well, I suppose now it's just time for some bondage.
Yeah.
Some light, cheerful bondage.
I have proficiency in that, so I'll add my.
would Quinn say that?
I mean, I can volunteer to do it, but I don't think I'd use the word proficient.
I think Julian would suggest Quinn does it.
Okay.
In as least not like winking of a way he can possibly, in the entirely most innocent way.
How does he do that? In what way does he say in his voice in an innocent way?
I think okay. I don't. This is a good point. I don't think I have a way of Julian saying something in a in a way which is entirely without implication. I think if I get the rope out, it'll just kind of give Quinn a nod and just say, "Well, do you want to do the honors?"
Sure. Are you gonna stay and watch?
Oh, does the ladies want some privacy for this? Well, by all means, I'll leave you to it and head out for the rest of my watch, I suppose.
Yeah. Keep an eye out outside.
He's gonna give like a really obvious, like big wink and thumbs up and head out the tent.
Cool. Awesome. So, hey. Hopefully I'm gonna do this in the least weird way possible, okay? I just, for your safety, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, just strictly business.
Yeah, strictly, I'll just, it should be, I'm just gonna start doing it now, okay?
Yeah.
Quinn is blushing. She's pale, so. Do I do a roll for it?
Roll for bondage. Roll for bondage.
I wasn't gonna make you do a roll just to tie someone up.
They are willing, so it can't be that hard, right?
Yeah.
I assume you'd like check it afterwards and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That it's secure.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have a question. Are you just tying like hands and feet together? We don't have like a bedpost to tie someone to.
Yeah, theoretically she could worm wriggle out.
It'd be a lot slower. I'll tie her hands and feet together and then I'm on watch, so I'll tie it to my wrist. Because then if she wriggles out, then I'll feel it.
And we also probably like presumably have like tent posts and hammers and stuff. You could maybe like put a big tent post down and tie it to that, I guess.
Mhm.
But maybe just for a temporary solution, just tying it to yourself makes sense.
Yeah.
It's also funnier, which is more important.
This is the most unsexy bondage ever.
Hey, maybe she's into that. You never know.
Specifically only into the unsexy bondage type.
Yeah. If you do it too smoothly and too sexily, nuh-uh. But do it awkward as shit, fuck yeah.
I think she's very tired.
Mhm.
And probably a bit scared. It's not the most sexy situation.
Nope.
So I think she'll just kind of lie down to go to bed.
Yep. This is super awkward. She's definitely not falling. She's definitely awake thinking about how awkward this is. And I'm quietly sitting here thinking about how awkward this is. And
Staring into the corner of the tent.
yeah.
And for the rest of the night, she stays asleep once she manages to fall asleep again. And nothing else happens on the watch.
Hell yeah. So out of what, 4 nights on the road, we had Strahd incidents twice. So 50% hit rate. 50% success rate. That ain't
Yeah.
bad. Do we all sleep a lot better than normally because Traxxer isn't screaming?
That's night's sleep you've had since she got to Barovia.
Amazing.
Except for Traxa, who's no longer like. I guess it was nightmares, so yeah, it'd probably be a better night's sleep for her too.
Hell yeah. Unless she just coincidentally had another nightmare.
Yeah. Turns out she screams even without the drugs.
No. But yeah, final bit of the trek. Just need to get into town and then we did it.
What was our goal in Valaki? I know it was where we were heading to, but I can't remember what we were actually like. I know it was like meant to be a slightly safer place, but I don't know if we've been told like where in Valaki we're meant to be going.
Hmm.
I guess we can ask Irina.
Yeah. I suppose then at breakfast, if we're sitting around the fire and Irina is untied now and um just say like, so what's gonna be happening once we get there?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know there's a church. I've never been to Valaki, but the stories are that Strahd leaves them alone.
The stories ever give a reason why?
Not that I remember.
And do you think the church is charitable enough to take you in? I mean, what's your plan?
If the church is a effective one, if it's a holy place, if the church is a holy place, it might offer some protection. But I don't really know, other than knowing that there is one.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we can just head there and see what happens. Can Quinn do? Can Quinn do another like of the sense things to see if like because it got worse when Strahd visited again, has it stayed worse, or with like a night's sleep without him being able to have access to her, has it gotten better?
It's the same.
Shit. Okay. Maybe when we get there, we don't have to leave you off right away. We could spend another night keeping an eye on you, make sure it is actually a safe place, and maybe I could see if your situation improved.
We'll see what it's like.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything before we head off?
No.
Nah.
Does Traxa realize that she wasn't slick screaming at night? Do I have any indication that I am now not under the effects? I guess other than not having nightmares? Or maybe didn't have nightmares?
It doesn't hurt as much. In character, not
Yeah.
character. And you didn't have nightmares, I think that would be it, unless one of the others told you.
I was gonna once say like get moving actually. Unless anyone else has anything else we want to do before that, but I was gonna sort of sidle up to Traxter and just sort of be like, so how are you feeling this morning?
Okay.
Just okay?
It's always just okay.
Is this a more positive just okay or a more negative just okay?
I guess more positive.
Good. You were not screaming as much last night. Not at all, actually, which has been rather pleasant for all of us. So just wanted to check in, as they say.
Yeah, I think I might be past the worst of it.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's good to have you back. I think you'll give a little nod and then sort of scurry off. That's enough. That's enough trying to reach out to someone for him for today.
Yeah, 9 charisma.
I'm not
8 charisma.
I'm not accurately playing the fact that Julian has fucking 20 charisma. he's all pretty, no personality, I think.
He chooses when to use that charisma and on who.
Yeah.
He only has charisma when it's like with the Tory party.
Yeah. That has genuinely been how I've been thinking of it.
20 charisma with Tory men. Otherwise, it's -4.
Even Tory
The
women.
pores
It's a little,
don't inspire him.
Yeah, Traxon now knows.
Okay. Any last things that anyone wants to do before taking to the road again?
Nothing here.
Nope.
You mount up on your horses and follow the road down, and the smoke coming from the houses ahead gets bigger and bigger. And about an hour and a half later, you come to the gates of Valaki. I'm going to put some music on now. It might be loud, so just brace yourselves. It's not, well, ambience, not music. It might be loud. Okay. That's not too bad. Yeah. And you come to a gate. The gate to the town is closed, and there are 2 guards stood on the other side. As you approach, you hear one of them shout, "Who goes there? State yourselves."
We're a traveling party from Barovia. Oh god, what's the town name? Barovia? Is it just called Barovia?
Yeah, I think it was.
Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in character. I'm just saying Barovia.
I'm gonna need names from all of you and your business in town before we let you in.
Right. Well, our business in town is, CC, a friend of ours, has been suffering from a minor affliction over the past few days, and we were hoping to inquire at the local church to beseech the local deity to see if they would be able to assist in this matter.
You bringing illness into our town.
Illness, I wouldn't say illness. It's not an illness. It is a spiritual affliction.
I have to decide if hiding something is lying and whether you need to make a deception check.
I can roll one if you want.
Yeah, make
maybe
a
I'll
deception check.
Okay. Is my deception one of the ones which I have something insane in? Yes. It is. One sec. $26.
I'm not going to bother rolling. They nod along. Well, you can be able to give it a shot. The church has been having some trouble lately, but you'll be able to give it a shot. What did you say your names were again?
My name is Julian Rauschenberg, and these are my fellow companions.
I don't think I knew Julian's surname. That's really funny.
The thing is, I can't remember. I feel like I had a Von in there at some point. I think I might have dropped that. I think it's meant to be Julian von Rauschenberg. But I don't have that written on my character sheet.
So flustered he forgot.
No, I'm retroactively saying, Julian von Rauschenberg of the Rauschenberg family.
I haven't heard of it myself, but very good, sir. And the rest of you?
Grand Slam touchdown.
Make a deception check.
Oh shit, did England just score?
Yeah, it's 1-1.
Fuck yeah.
It was a penalty, so.
Boo. Cowards.
I swear England only get goals on penalties.
Until penalties actually matter at the end of the game. What did you get for your deception check?
12.
12.
Please work.
DC is 12. With checks, is it you have to beat it, or
Generally, it's meet it, beat it. If you're the one like doing the attack, and then if it's I think it's the same way for saves. That if you meet their save score, you beat it. So it's whoever is doing the roll is the one that has to. If you meet it, you beat it.
Yeah. Okay. The guard who was asking you the questions kind of raises his eyebrows as well. I suppose I can't judge you for names, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, don't really choose what your parents give you.
Rightly so. And he turns to look at Quinn. And you?
Quinn Valdez.
Very good. Turns to look at Traxa.
She's gonna follow the lead of. They call me Sandwich.
Wait. Okay. Can I assist by concurring? Yes. This is our chef, Sandwich. She's very fine. Does very excellent work. Can that count as an assist?
Sure. Yeah.
So is that advantage?
I think if you both roll.
Both roll deception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I got a 6.
God.
Oh no.
Okay, anything? No. Anything lower than a 9 counts as a 10. So it's actually 17.
Damn, fuck.
I should have made an advantage instead.
Yeah, because then it would have been 10.
Yeah, you would have failed.
It's like your name isn't Sandwich, but it is true that we do call you that. So.
You got some strange names here.
Well, as I said, we're not. We're from Barovia, and things are different over there. We've travelled from Barovia. Sorry, just to make so that's not technically a lie.
I'm just gonna say Viv introduces herself as herself because
Yeah, she would.
she would. And Irina. Surname I forgot. I'll make it up from what I remember. She says, "My name is Irina Cogliano." And the god says, "Oh, of the burgomaster's family, I assume." And she nods, and he says, "Well, it's lovely to have you here. Welcome to our city. Now that we've got all your names, you can come through the gates, and we'll finish your entry." And they open the gates, and kind of there's a bit of a room off to the side that they bring you to, and they kind of turn towards you and say, "And well, just one last question. What is all of your opinions of Strahd?"
What vibe do we get from this question? Can I do an insight check for the vibe?
Yeah.
Vibe check.
Do a vibe check.
Insight isn't great. Uh, 17.
It's a little hard for you to pick it up, but the way he says Strahd suggests that it's kind of a dirty word that he doesn't like having to say.
Okay. That is a good vibe to know. I will say, well, he's not a personal friend of ours.
Does he have friends?
Not that I know of, I suppose. Not a particularly friendly chap, is he?
Not particularly. Well, if you're not friends of Strahd, we can let you through. As long as none of the rest of you folks have any other opinions.
I assure you, we wouldn't be traveling with anyone who thought highly of Strahd.
Yeah.
We don't travel with Tories.
We're all working class, with the exception of one.
I didn't mention it because my partner came in just as we were saying it, but I feel like Julian is low-key a little bitter, but they're like more like, the Burgomaster's daughter. Welcome in. It's like, how dare you not recognize my family's name?
Rightly so. Rightly so. So, we've now that you're here, we've got a few rules in our town, just to keep the peace. Once you're inside the town, you're not allowed to say the name Strahd. That is strictly illegal. You're not allowed to write it down. You're not allowed to say it. And that is the last time I will say that word. And it is the last time you will hear it within the gates. If you must refer to that individual, you must refer to him as the devil. Is that understood?
Understood.
Very good. Our second main rule is that this town holds a festival each week. It's in honor of the residents' general merriment and continued support of our burgomaster, Baron Vargas Valakovich. As our guests, you will not be required to aid in the preparation for our festivals, but your attendance and participation in each festival is mandatory for the length of your stay. If you don't attend, it will be in opposition to the law. The next festival, the Festival of the Blazing Sun, will be held in 3 days' time in the town square. And you must attend.
Oh, I do like a bit of mandatory fun. I'm sure this will be excellent. Love a bit of small town festivals. It'll be charming.
Sarcasm?
Roll for deception.
I don't think the guard would pick you up on that. And the last thing is that failure to comply with any Valachian law will mark you as criminals in our city, and you will be punished as such in accordance with our justice system. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask them.
Yeah, I have a question. We heard that your town is potentially somehow safe from the devil. Is that true?
We have not seen Strahd inside these town walls for a very long time.
He fucking said it! Get him!
Oh,
Got you, criminal.
oh no.
You're under arrest.
I thought this is gonna be hard for you lot, and it's gonna be awful for me instead. um, yeah. That devil has not been seen within our walls for many a year. We do have that honor that our rules and our laws and our worship of the morning lord have kept the devil away.
So you think it's the Morning Lord that keeps the devil away?
I do not know, but perhaps it is the morning lord. Perhaps it is that we keep a general happy. We try and be happy here, and maybe it is that happiness that keeps the devil away.
Oh god, this is an extremely normal town.
Nothing to see here.
There is no Strahd in Bossing Say.
I'm gonna say, anything you read the Terry Pratchett book, Witches Abroad, where they go to like this like fairy tale town where like basically there's like a dictator that has enforced like fairy tale style like lifestyles and stuff on everyone living in it, and like you have to smile at every moment. Like there are festivals every day and stuff that you have to attend, and like this feels very familiar.
I'll just put the rules here. I don't know if Joseph heard all of them.
So, the Morning Lord is the god of this town?
It's the kind of god that you heard back in Barovia as well. But it must, I think you probably make the conclusion that it's the same in Valaki.
Mm-hmm. That's sort of why Quinn was asking, because she was like, I don't know, somebody's son is a vampire now, and the Morning Lord didn't help them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Second question. Why call him the devil? Why give him like a cool name? Why not call him like the worm or something?
You can call him what you want.
Pee poo poo man.
Yeah, exactly. He'd fucking hate that.
You can call him what you want. We tend to call him the devil, but if we believe that saying his name will summon him to us.
I see.
Are there any more questions?
Yes, where's the best inn in town?
That would be the Blue Water Inn. Some lovely folk run that inn. And you'll be able to get a meal, somewhere to sleep. Once we've got you all registered, I'll get you a map of the town.
Oh, that'd be very kind of you, thank you. I suppose that's it for questions.
Okay. Well, there's just one last thing. So we've been taking down everything that you've let us know, so we can keep a register. And the last thing, we just need to know what weapons you have on your person.
to the classic like film scene where everyone has to take their weapons out and just has them in more and more improbable places.
Does anyone try to hide any weapon?
Is this
Ash
like
out
America
flexes.
where any knife like is not considered a weapon, or the UK where I can't carry my knives outside?
Any weapon.
Fuck, those aren't weapons. We just carry those in work.
It's like also a fun question. Like Julian's violin is technically a weapon, given how he uses it for skulls and stuff. But I don't think he'd mentioned that.
If it cannot pierce, bludgeon, or
I mean, it can
Slide.
bludgeon if you're trying hard enough, but that's not what you're meant to use it for. No, Julian would be declaring his just rapier and dagger, and not that he wouldn't bother with the violin.
they wouldn't count the violin.
Cool.
So, I think unless anyone is trying to hide anything, they will take down what weapons you have. So
Do you
if
need them
you're
all?
back, the guards are asking for you to let them know what weapons you have. Are
Oh,
you
no,
trying to hide any?
Oh no, I got that. I just didn't know if you needed us like to list them for you or not. If we're not hiding them.
No.
Okay.
Well, Quinn's weapon is a giant black spiky maul, so I don't think she could hide that.
Fair enough. Okay. So, they write all this down. They write down the weapons, and they kind of open the door. They hand you a map, which I will just put up on the. Where is it? There it is. Should be able to see that now. Hopefully. Can you see the map of Balaki?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. So they point out a few places. So they point to the you mentioned the church. So they point you to the church that I just clicked on. They point you to the the inn, which is there. And then the I've lost it. Ah, there it is. The Burgomaster's mansion. And yeah, they say those are if the Burgomaster asks to see you, that is where you it's likely you'll need to go. The church is at the end of town, and the inn is just off to the right if you follow this road down. And then they open the door, and they set you loose in Balaki.
Balaki doesn't know what's hit it.
Yeah. Okay, so how does everybody feel about this place?
I think it seems very normal.
Uh-huh. I like the idea that if we just smile, Strahd will go away. But to be fair, if we just looked at the fog, the devil. That's gonna be fun.
Trexa hears it and looks like terrified that we're about to get arrested.
Okay,
I'm just imagining like the Oblivion style, like a guard just like materializes. It's like stop right there.
fuck. Look, they fucked up once. I can fuck up once.
Everyone
Yeah, if
gets
they're so
one.
scared, why can he say it 12 times during the initial interview?
I mean, you can't really expect anything from people who would let me through as Grand Slam touchdown, but anyway.
Yeah, that's great.
And sandwich.
Sandwich as well, yeah.
That's my real name, actually.
Sandwich?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Sandwich. I didn't mean to be.
And it's like the most obvious lie you've ever heard.
Is it like San for short? Or what's your nicknames? Do you have any?
It's actually, Sam is short for my last name. But,
Oh.
you know. I think that's Trax's first time lying and she loved it.
The thrill. She's done drugs, she's lied.
The fucking bot stopped playing music and I thought my audio died.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying it back to the queue. It's not like the last time when it was
12 hours of ambient
12 hours.
wolves.
I have to re-add it every time. Oh, I can't add it more than once. There we go. It'll never stop now.
Well, what now then? Now that we're here.
Well, we could either go straight to the church and see if they're willing to help, or we could find a room at the inn and know that we have somewhere to stay at night that's not camping out in our tents.
It might not be a bad idea to maybe have one night in an inn and see if the sleepwalking happens again.
Yeah, somewhere where we can keep an eye out.
I mean, I guess that's a good test to do. I mean, they're really convinced that he's not coming in anywhere close here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be good to know that we haven't unleashed a devil magnet into their town. Sorry, Irina, I don't mean to refer to you that way.
It's alright. It's kind of what I am.
Alright, then. Well, I suppose we'll go to the inn. We'll see what the situation is there and maybe just rest for the day, get some food, and get our bearings. Bearings? Oh, my accent really went really weird on that last word. Bearings.
Ring.
Bearings.
It's the Grand Slam effect.
Julian was so appalled by not being recognized he had to talk like more with an accent to stand out.
Yeah. Let's head to the inn.
Okay. So you find the inn along the road. There's a large two-story kind of wooden building. There's some smoke coming from the chimney, and you see a couple of ravens on top. The ravens that were following you kind of dispersed once you got to the town. There's a couple on top of the chimney, but that doesn't stand out to you that much. They've been around. There's a painted wooden sign above the main entrance, and there's a blue waterfall on it.
The big shopping centre I used to go to when I was growing up was called Blue Water. This is giving me very different connotations to what I think is intended. Imagine this
Walk
huge
inside
industrial.
to find a shopping mall.
Cool. I go in.
I will. I'll try to find too many maps. I can never find them. blue water it.
I don't know why I'm just automatically suspicious of any place that you've got a map for.
I've pretty much got a map of everywhere because I bought the pack of maps. If that makes you feel better.
Oh, I just scrolled down to the bottom one and was like, why is one of our horses
That's what I saw. I was like, why is it in a bed?
I think that's a good point. What should we do with our horses? I guess if there's a stable round back, then maybe we should
Yeah, I sure hope so. I'm not
some-
giving away my horse.
I guess if like some of us go in, like a couple of us can stay outside with the horses until we've figured out what we can do with them. Julian does not want to stay with the horses.
I'll go in with you, Julian.
I guess Grand Slam and Sandwich are staying out with the horses.
Does Grand Slam give you a bit of a weird look?
Yeah. He's a bit, he's not too happy I've stolen his identity.
Cool. I think maybe just me and Quinn go in then.
Yeah.
Okay. You enter the tavern. It's quite warm inside. There's some cloaks going from heads. And there's a bar along one wall and a balcony kind of overhanging above. And all the windows have quite thick shutters and bars. There are lanterns above the bar, and the room's kind of in a dull orange light. And there's some wolf heads on the wooden plaques and on the walls.
Are they dire wolves or are they just normal wolves?
They look like normal wolves.
Okay.
There is a lady stood at the bar, who you can see there. There's kind of a few people around. There's a couple of kids kind of running around. Occasionally they run behind the bar, so you can probably assume that they live here. There's a couple of people in like thick fur, and a couple of men who look kind of noble, slightly more wealthy than the rest of the people. And then there is.
Are they hot?
Important.
I don't think I have pictures of them.
So they could be hot if we want them to be.
What if you like
hotness.
roll a d20 and
Yeah.
I'll be their score?
Yes.
It's very important to Julian that he knows how hot the rich people are.
One of them is bad to look at. The other one is very handsome.
Excellent. Important information.
Julian, remember when you put my hair in victory curls? Just want to remind you of that before you do any social interactions. I'll be here.
Quinn still needs to get her revenge.
Yup.
Okay.
Is there
Would you
anything
like
else?
to do? That is it. I should probably do roll for how many people are actually in here. It's quite busy today. There are 7 just normal people in there. Saying common, like it says in the book, seems mean.
Sorry, it just entirely derailed my brain. Oh god. The pee pee poo poo man. You must not say his name. He who must be named pee pee poo poo man. Yes, great. I'm gonna go over to the woman behind the bar and putting on his most charming smile, as ever to say, "Hello there. So, me and my traveling companions have just arrived in town, and we wanted to inquire about some rooms and some stables for our horses."
Well, we can do both for you. I need to get the accents for this town. I need to decide on an accent. It's not all.
I'm getting like an offensive version of a Somerset accent right now, which is really, really entertaining me.
I'm just gonna try and do an accent, and I hope that it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. We can, we've got all of those things for you. We've got some stables out the back. How many horses have you got?
How many horses do we have? Do we have like 5 and a mule or something?
Yeah. Ransom, Chunks, Miss Sparkles, Brutus. What's the other one? Slimy Soup or something? What was it called?
Yeah, I think shoot.
And Sandwich.
And Sandwich.
Julian will say 5 horses and a mule if Quinn wants to list out all of the individual names as well.
Yeah, Quinn will say the names behind Julian and count your fingers.
Also, question: how many rooms do we need? So I'm assuming we'll need a double room for Irina, so that someone can stay watch over her. Probably Quinn.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, how many people are in our party? This isn't a rhetorical question. Mine is going blank.
6. I
5.
think.
What's that?
I think there's 5 of us in Arena.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, what, 5 rooms? 4 single rooms and 1 double room?
Yeah.
Okay, I relay this information to the innkeeper.
Okay. Well, it'll be quite tight with all those horses. We should just be able to fit them in. The prices are a little bit steep for the horses, but with the number that you have, I'll lower it for you.
It's very kind of you, thank you.
So it'll be 10 silver pieces per bed. So that will be 60 silver pieces per night. And the same for the horses.
Wonderful. That's fully within our means. We can absolutely pay that. Cool. I'll hand over enough for one night. I think we'll just keep it to one night for now because we're going to see about the church tomorrow.
Yeah.
And can we get you any food while you're here?
That's a good question. I'll turn to Quinn and ask if she wants anything.
I mean, look, I am always hungry. Like, we've been traveling. I'm so hungry. So.
I think my party would definitely appreciate a hot meal after several days on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can get you... Well, since you've got a bed, I can get you some soup and some fresh bread for free. Or if you'd like a wolf steak. you'd like one of our specialty wolf steaks, it will cost you 10 silver pieces.
Specialty wolf
Wolves?
steaks.
Wow.
I fully
Yes,
say that in
that's-
character.
Yes, they are caught by our own wolf catchers. Hunted by our own wolf hunters. And my husband cooks them there in the kitchen back there.
Do you have big problems with wolves in this town?
No, are you not from Barovia? The whole of Barovia has a problem with wolves.
This is true. We have come across an alarming number of wolves in the past few weeks. I suppose we've just been lucky the past couple of nights and had forgotten about the frequency at which we've encountered them.
Yes, it's a problem, but with the town wolves, we rarely get any nearby anymore, especially with our hunters.
Well, I'm sure at least a few members of the party would appreciate a steak dinner. I think we can order a few of those. I'm not sure everyone in the party would appreciate it, but I say order 4 steak dinners, and it's all on me.
Very generous.
And would you like a drink of that? We have our family has a winery, so we've got some different wines that you could have. We've got some purple grape mash, number 3 wine, and that is 3 copper pieces. Or we've got the superior red dragon crush, which is 1 silver piece.
Sorry, still just. I'm sorry, Traxa, for disrespecting Traxa's cooking.
No, it's fine. It's all fine. Thought Strahd was a problem when you sleep.
Sorry, Julian just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna do something nice for the party. What can I buy them? How can I buy people's happiness? And immediately forgetting that like there might be people in the party that might be offended by this.
It's like completely fucks it up.
Also, in terms of like wine and stuff, I don't know if I'm just feeling like overly wary because of pies and stuff, but I'm just like, I don't want to drink anything just from this place just in case. Like, I'm sure it's fine. I'm like, no, we've had enough drug problems in this party already. We don't need alcoholism as well.
Hey, I can get you some water instead if you'd like.
That would be very kind of you.
And she shouts to one of the kids that's running around and says, "Brom, go tell your father to get some steaks on." And he runs into the kitchen, scampers into the kitchen, and she says, "Well, if you need anything, I'm Danica. Danica. I don't know how to say it. Danica. I don't know how to say
It's
that
your
name.
campaign. You can call her whatever you want.
Yeah,
Fair
whatever you say is canon.
Okay. I'm Danica. And when you're ready to go to bed, just come over and I'll hand you your keys and show you where your rooms are.
Thank you, Danica. You've been so kind. All right, I think we'll head off and relay this information to the rest of the party then.
Does he tell us that he's bought us food, or is it a surprise for later?
He'll keep it as a surprise because he's trying to do something
Aw.
nice. I'm also assuming, so you said it was 60 silver for a night. I have like 600 gold, so I'm assuming that 60 silver is not very much by that count. I don't know what the exchange rate is.
6 gold?
No, because there's also EP, which I thought was. Wait. I might have miscalculated.
Yeah, I was getting my character sheet. I don't even remember if the gold came off right or if it didn't save. So I don't even know if this is the amount I should have.
The internet is saying 1 gold is 10 silver, so 60
Yeah.
silver would be 6 gold.
I got the prices wrong. I thought 1 electrum was 10 silver. So I just need to do some maths. Because I have to put the prices in electrum.
Put the prices in electrum.
What's an electrum?
EP.
Yeah, no one uses it.
Is it?
So
It's like a 5p.
Yeah.
it's 6 gold pieces for the horses and the rooms for 1 night.
Oh,
And then it'll be 2 gold pieces for the fourth day.
okay. So that would be 0.6 gold for night, and 2 golds for. Okay, so like 2.6. Oh, minus 2 points. No.
No, it's 6 gold for the night.
6.
Yeah,
Wait.
so 60 silver is 6 gold.
Oh, 60. Okay, sorry, I just misheard. I thought you said.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 8 gold.
Yeah, 8 gold in total.
Okay. I guess Julian will just pay that for now, and we could, I guess, have a discussion about how we do stuff at some point, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. I have minus that amount of money from my gold. I also say this as if Julian knows anything about dealing with money and realizes it is a consistent character trait, but he doesn't really understand money, so he probably would just buy stuff without thinking about it.
Quinn's just like, you need to pay, like reminds him, like.
Yeah, he's probably like about to leave, and then
It's like, now you do the paying part, Julian. But yeah, sweet rooms for the night.
yeah.
Amazing, and a nice place to stay that is not the wilderness. I'm sure you're excited about that.
You could not possibly imagine.
What if we spend too long here and you start to like sleeping out in the forest?
I think it would take a lot. I think this town would have to be quite bad for me to prefer it to prefer settling in the forest.
Well, in this town we do have to be very, very happy and smiley all the time. Mandatory festival.
I can do that. I mean, I feel like of anyone in the party, I feel like there are other party members who are going to struggle with this more than me. I will just say that.
Are you talking about Viv?
I wasn't naming names.
Can you name names? Oh, I'm sure you meant Ashiok, the golden retriever friend that we have, or Traxa, the delightful cook, no?
Well, I mean, given the evidence of the past couple of days, I'm not really sure there's any member of the party which is particularly cheery.
I suppose. We're all in a kind of bad situation.
It's not great.
No.
Not ideal. But at least we have good beds.
I hope they're good.
They'd fucking better be.
Well, let's get the rest of them and get some food in us.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You go outside and like Trex is preparing a little meal for everyone.
Oh no! Julian is gonna break it to her.
I think if Julian does notice, he will say, "Oh, Traxa, we're gonna have the night off from cooking if we're gonna be the inn shall be providing tonight. Although I'm sure if you still wanted to cook some of your own stuff on the side, you could do that. I guess.
Oh,
But you get
is mine not good enough?
No, no. That's not what I said.
Okay, she starts
Although
packing up.
Maybe after a few days of stressful travel, you might appreciate just having some rest time.
Okay, I get it.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
What is it you get?
Yeah, no, I understand.
You understand that this isn't about your cooking.
Uh-huh,
Your
definitely.
cooking is great. We all appreciate Trax's cooking.
Yeah,
Julian
and we
looks
love your
around.
music. It's fine.
Julian does aggressively look round at the rest of the party, just being like, "Come, please say something."
Yeah, I really do like your cooking. Those snow cones were really nice.
Yeah, I ate most of them.
Yeah. Did you get a brain freeze? Like, you ate it quick.
No, I'm used to eating snow.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
You know, it's quite chilly and refreshing.
you don't.
Actually,
You never
okay, Traxa, maybe you know the main meal is being made for us, but you could make us all some more snow cones for dessert.
Oh, sorry, I'm already packed up and kind of tired.
Okay, no, that's fine. Don't just get some rest.
Maybe it's a good thing that we're trying out different food, because it means we'll appreciate how good yours is, Traxa.
This is why Julian doesn't normally try doing any of this.
I like how tracks it. Like I keep trying to play her. It's just like awkward, and it just turns off as like emo and aggressive.
I'm genuinely finding her really hard to read. Like I want to do an insight check. I'm like, how's she doing?
He's just got like an innate like +7 modifier to like insight defense.
Passive confusion.
Can I do an insight check?
I mean, I'm fine if you roll against. Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, I rolled bad, so I don't think it matters. Which I guess is probably in character.
She seems fine.
Great. I feel fine about this.
Alright, so are the horses and everything away? Do they seem comfy?
Hey, look, they've got their rooms. They're all pretty happy. They're not all in stables. Some of them are just in like some storage rooms that are empty, and they've sort of stuck some hay on the floor because they didn't have that much room. But especially Brutus, Chunks, and the Sparkles are happy, very happy. The others might get a little cold tonight, but they should be fine.
Does Ashiok still have the unicorn blanket, or did he give it to Granslam?
Well, if he saw that there was nothing like the stables weren't really that great, then he would like, you know, give it to him. Make it all pretty and stuff. Tie it around his neck.
as he deserves. Well, are we ready to interact with actual people? I mean, we don't have to, but it's quite busy in there.
Haven't I done enough?
Oh, sure. I don't know, thought there might be somebody you would be interested in talking to.
I mean, possibly not while I'm still got the stench of 4 days on the road on me. It's not exactly how I'd like to make any kind of introduction.
You don't like giving off the rugged traveler first impression?
I just don't think it suits me.
Hmm.
I don't think it quite fits my vibe, really.
Well, maybe tonight this place will have somewhere where you can treat yourself. Clean up.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Oh, I could really go for a sauna or something right now. A big bubble bath.
I think even right now I would like something like that.
You know, prestidigitation only goes so far, really. Do the best I can. It's not the same.
Imagine those of us that don't have that while we're traveling.
Well, I've had to live with you, so I don't have to imagine.
You could have magicked us clean, man.
I could have done. I mean, none of you asked, so...
One time I asked, somebody took liberties with that.
Couldn't possibly know what you're talking about.
Couldn't possibly know.
I was just getting you ready for your date. I was, you know... I mean, if you don't want me to do that again in the future, then I'll just let you fend for yourself.
Right. Well, we'll see how it goes if I ever get a chance to do that again. Or if the pee-pee-poo-poo man will keep getting in the way.
Nobody wants a pee-pee-poo-poo man getting in the way.
No, especially not on date night.
He's the worst cock block.
The worst, the clam jam.
I mean, if she says that in character, and Julian is gonna snort laugh.
And then she does.
I'm learning so much new vocabulary with this group. You know, it's been very eye-opening.
Oh. Sometimes you should spend a night away from the fancy parties. There's other ways to have them.
Yes, well, we're all learning a lot, getting a lot of experiences.
Speaking of, I've never had this kind of steak before, so I'm looking forward to it.
It sounds interesting. I mean, I suppose we get a little bit of payback for some of the experiences we've had over the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, what do people want to do for the rest of the day then? If it's still sort of mid-morning.
Mid-morning?
Isn't it mid-morning?
Yeah, it took you like an hour and a half to get to town, so it's like 10. Maybe a bit later because you have to stop the gates, so 11.
Well, I was thinking maybe ask around and see what happens at this festival.
Oh, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Actually, what day of the week is it? And when did they say the festival was?
I don't know what day of the week it is, but it's in 3 days.
Okay. Okay, that's all we need to know. I'm really curious. Yeah, we should. In character and out of character, I'm really curious. So it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a really cool party.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. I'm sure it's not going to be anything ominous or unpleasant.
Come on, they're always happy here. How can it be ominous?
Well, it's a little different when everyone is constantly being forced to be happy all of the time. I think I'd find it rather difficult to be genuinely happy if I was being forced to be happy all of the time.
Yeah.
But maybe
Like-
that's just me.
I've had my fair share of being dragged to parties, and when you don't want to be there, they're not quite as fun. But positive attitude. Actually, party could be cool. Finger guns, finger guns.
It could be. Let's live in hope. I have never been cynical once in my life. Let's be cheerful about this.
When we're sitting to have dinner, can we overhear anybody? Like, what's the vibe of the people in the inn? Like, do people seem outwardly happy and cheery, or is anybody talking about anything that we can kind of catch? Or
I wouldn't say that outwardly cheery, but you don't hear them say anything particularly negative. So there's the two that you asked me to roll to see if they're hot or not. They are kind of jolly, and they seem to have had quite a lot to drink. And
Is this still at 11 in the morning, or is this when we stop
Yeah.
for dinner in the evening? Oh wow, okay.
This would be when you come back in now. So they're kind of they're jolly, and they're kind of happily bickering between each other. The two that kind of have quite big furs on are having a quiet conversation, but it seems quite business. You get kind of a business vibe from them. Everyone else seems to be... They're very much guarding what they say. In fact, could you make an insight check?
Who is that that's rolling?
Um,
I was trying to roll and I forgot what the command is. Where are the spaces? There it is. Ah, dang it!
No.
they seem happy. They seem perfectly happy.
Cool. Everybody's having.
They're
chill
fine.
time.
They're just fine.
Can I roll?
Or
No, but I've had very good run with it.
Have better rolls.
No.
life is great. Everyone's really happy.
Great.
I'm curious, is anybody interested in talking to any of the people here?
Are we all in the building now? I wasn't kind of sure if you guys went in without us or if we're kind of behind you.
Yeah, I feel like we went in, we booked the rooms, we ordered the food, and then we came out, talked to you guys, and then we were like, let's go in and get food now, and like we all went in then.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, so like we are eating.
Yeah, we came in to get the table. I don't know whether there's anything special about the food, but if there's not, then yeah, we're just sitting here eating.
Would Ashok have been told what the steak is actually, or is like?
Yeah, that's why I was like, is there anything special about it? Did they announce what it is?
Yeah, like I'm sure it would be a bit shocking, not just to him. Like, I don't know, maybe Trax is just like completely unfazed. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Trexa doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
When they bring it over, do they say what the orders are, or are they like, here's the steaks?
Yeah, I think she'd come over and say that's 4 wolf steaks for you.
Ashok promptly looks really horrified.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what? You make steaks out of wolves?
Yes, they're our specialty. We get some wolf hunters in the inn. They're sat over there, and they bring them to us as to say thank you for letting them stay here.
Oh,
It kind of tastes
Okay.
like dog.
Ashok looks even more horrified.
Julian is sensing he's made a mistake.
I'm really curious to what like Viv's reaction would be because of the wolf spite from earlier, like whether this would be a good revenge or still horrified. Or
We
not
can ask
possible.
Ava next time.
Yeah, we must know. But I'm very curious. I want to see how Ashley continues to react.
Is the waitress still like standing there, like staring at him, like expecting him to like eat it?
I think she leaves.
Okay. So now he just has to like think about disappointing Julian. No, he's kind of like, yeah. He still looks extremely horrified. He's like looking at the plate, and then he looks at Julian. He's like, "Does it taste good?"
Is he asking that to Julian?
Well, generally to the table. He's just looking at Julian because he assumes like he's the one that paid for it.
As a local delicacy, I assumed it would be nice.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll let you try it. Go ahead.
No, I'm all right.
You're not gonna eat it.
No. But I'm sure it'll be lovely for the rest of you. Yeah, I'd gone for because I was kind of assuming Julian and Viv wouldn't eat it. Also, I don't know if now thinking this, I'm like, I don't know how, how I'd justify this to the group other than just like, no, it's not in the mood.
You're vegetarian.
Julian is the most vegetarian.
Yeah.
I mean, Julian's never eaten an animal before, so.
Ash just looks over at Quinn to see like what her reaction is to the steak.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that they were wolf steaks before, but I was wondering what you might think of that. They also serve soup if you'd rather have that. I mean, I could eat your steak.
If you like it.
Quinn digs in, takes a bite to taste it to see if it's nice.
A lovely juicy steak. It's been cooked really well.
Oh. Okay. Right. Okay. It's kind of fire though.
Is that?
Well, I mean, it's like it's a cow steak. I mean, a steak comes from an animal no matter what.
It's a puppy.
Well,
No, puppy tastes different.
You do remember the various wolves that have tried to murder us over the past few days, right? I'm not quite sure if those exactly count as
Have you never
puppies.
been assaulted by a cow?
Do I look like I've been assaulted by a cow at any point in my life?
Well, you were definitely assaulted by that pig back in that other town.
You didn't see what happened with the pig. You don't know anything.
No, I told Ashiok all about that. Like in great, it was very funny. We laughed for a while.
What do you think happened in that tent during our sleepover?
Yeah.
If you say any of that in character, Julian does genuinely look mortified.
I'm sorry, it was funny.
I mean, isn't eating wolves just sort of a cycle of life? You know, they'd eat us if they had a chance.
Yeah. It's like we're the apex predator. Gwen takes another bite of her steak.
She isn't really convinced. You can see he's like having this like internal battle of like being completely horrified, but also like not wanting to be like rude to Julian. So he's just like, he just takes like the tiniest little bit of like the steak, just like cuts it very, very reluctantly, like chews on it a bit.
Ashiok, you don't have to eat the. If you don't want to.
I'm sorry. I thought this would be nice. If it's not, if it's not
Yeah,
something
no,
that's
I
fine,
understand.
it's fine.
You know,
We don't-
it's not anything against your generosity. Just like it was nothing against Trax's cooking. It's I would just rather eat the soup today.
That's fine.
I
That's
appreciate
fine.
your gesture, Julian.
Okay.
I mean, he also bought us the rooms and everything, so.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
How does that make it worse?
You bought everything, and now I'm. No. I'm
This is
rejecting
why I
your
don't bother with this
gifts.
stuff. What am I doing?
Hey,
It's fine.
Ash just pushes the steak into the middle of the table for either Traxa or Quinn to like grab it, whichever goes first.
Trex has definitely already finished the first steak.
Do they just like both like paw at it at the same time? They're just
Bite me, Traxa.
Oh, I'm good. And she just stands up. Where's our room at?
I think if you go to Danica, the innkeeper, and say we've got room, she'll show you the way.
Okay. She hops up and walks away.
Wait, Draxa, wait, because you said about puppies.
Yeah?
Did you eat? You're implying that you ate puppies.
Have you never been poor?
Oh fuck.
But no, I haven't. A dog, yeah. A puppy, no. Why waste the meat when you can raise it? She walks away.
Oh no, that was a roller coaster. Oh no.
Ashiok looks like you can see him go through like this roller coaster of emotions, like with Traxa's like sentence.
How does everybody feel after that? Like once Trax is gone?
Not great.
Uh-huh. She's a mystery. She's like a tiny mystery.
No, you know, she's not a mystery at all. She would eat all of us if given the chance.
Whoa. Well, now we know to keep her fed.
Maybe we shouldn't insult her cooking anymore.
Yeah. Well, we did compliment her cooking heavily.
Well, she didn't see it that way.
This stuff is hard.
No, but at least you're making an effort. That's nice.
I'll do better next time. I'll roll the dice again and see what happens.
Hey, come on. I'm very appreciative of this.
What do you mean, just you? Me
What?
too. I'm also appreciative. What are you talking about?
You don't have to say that, Ashiok. It's fine. I appreciate that I misjudged this, and that's all right. Let's just settle down for the rest of the evening, I suppose. Just relax.
Yeah. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the amenities. Though I do think that
Enjoy
it's
the soup.
The soup, yeah. Is the soup good, by the way? Because the steak is really good.
Is it?
It smells so good. Yeah.
Oh, good to know. I'll go and order one then. Make sure it doesn't have any puppies in it.
Ooh.
He like skulks away to the bar.
How would Ashiok feel about the wolf hunters sitting in fur near them?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's like the act of the wolf hunting itself so much as the like steak butchering of it is like a whole another level.
I guess it's kind of like one of those things of like, you know, when you get like hunters who are like helping with like a deer cull or something, and like because it is a good thing to reduce deer numbers, because otherwise it'll genuinely be like bad for them, for their health and stuff. And but like the people that are like having too much fun with it,
Yeah.
that's when it's like, ugh, it's not.
The parks around us
It
have to
might
actually
be a
bring in
good-
like snipers from the military to come take out deer sometimes. Because there's too many.
That's intense. There was this guy that we stayed with for one night in Wales. We were in like an Airbnb. He was telling us in the morning about how he's just like kind of a like handyman for like the local village, and he would like people would hire him to like hunt the grey squirrels that were on their land because they're like an invasive species and stuff. And the thrill that he described
Jesus.
hunting down grey squirrels and like acting like they were like this horrible vermin that he was exterminating, and me and my partner were just sitting there trying to eat our breakfast, just like,
Better have thanked him
okay.
for his service.
Yeah. Like, again, it's kind of the thing of like, I
Nice.
appreciate that they're an invasive species and they're not very good for the environment and stuff, but like, to enjoy it like that, like, you gotta be a bit of a freak. Like, I'm sorry.
Getting a bit too deep into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he described with like, there was like apparently like this really chunky, like small dog-sized squirrel that he like chased for several days over this guy's farm. Just like, what is your life, man? Anyway, he was weird.
It's my next character.
The squirrel destroyer, squirrel hunter.
Yeah. So one of those that, like, you know, the preferred enemy and it's just gray squirrels. Get a bonus against them.
Alright, are we just chilling for the rest of the day then? Or
Yeah.
are we going to try talking to people and getting a vibe check?
I think at least Quinn had wanted to go talk to the two people that were having drinks, like, hella early. And see what, like, why are they celebrating? Why are they so cheery?
What happened in their life to bring them to this point?
Yeah.
Why are you
Drinking at
happy
10
here?
a.m.
If Quinn is going, Julian will go with. He will have surreptitiously pressed digitations at some point in between now and then, though.
I see.
Ashok is observing, but he is definitely staying back to eat his soup.
Piping hot tea, except it's soup.
God, I hate because like I'm quite a socially anxious person, like in real life, and the idea of just going up to some strangers and just being like, "Hey, what's going on?" fills me with such anxiety that even the idea of like doing this as a character, I'm just like,
Yeah. No, I get that. And also the idea of people coming up to me in the pub and starting a conversation, like strangers starting a conversation.
I hate it.
Yeah. It sucks. But this is D&D, so everyone loves it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe if you're in
I mean-
a fantasy land and you're a bit drunk and there's not really very much entertainment because you're in a fantasy land and there's no TikTok or whatever, maybe they would appreciate random people talking to them a bit more.
Well, I mean, also in D&D, you have the power, like, to not get those weirdos, like, coming up to you, like, from the bars, right? That just, like, say something completely incoherent. In D&D, usually everyone's just, like, you know, fairly well adjusted.
You'd say that. I don't know if I'd describe anyone of this party as particularly well adjusted.
Well, the NPCs, at least, are kind of
Yeah.
well adjusted.
As far as you know.
So far.
But are they still drinking now that we're finished our food and everything?
They're not drinking like loads. It just kind of looks like they're just spending their day in there and they've had a pint or two and they're just kind of sipping away and just kind of happy looking.
I feel like, because I was gonna have Quinn go buy one of the bottles of wine and just bring it over.
Oh, that's good. That's a good in.
Yeah. She'll go buy like the standard. No, wait, these guys look rich, right?
Yeah, they look fancy.
Okay, she buys the fancy bottle of wine then. How much is that again?
It is 1 silver piece.
All right, that's a pittance. Julian, you're rubbing off on me. There we go. Yeah, she'll grab the bottle of wine, she'll like clunk it down on the table and be like, "So, what are we celebrating today?"
In particular,
like
we're
this.
just enjoying our time in this here pub.
I mean, you both look like you're very much enjoying your time, at least compared to everybody else in here.
Well, you know, Valaki, everyone's got to be happy. We're just doing it with a bit of drink.
Ah.
Oh, you
Seems
seem like
like-
the sort who might appreciate a slightly higher vintage. Want to help us with this bottle of wine?
We'd love to. Now, what might your names be?
I'm Julian von Rauschenberg.
And I'm Quinn Valtez, his friend.
Lovely to meet you both. Always good to meet someone who buys some drink. I am Nikolai Witcher. This is my brother Carl.
Which one's the hot one?
Carl. He looks a little more shy than the other.
Quinn will try to sit beside him before Julian gets a chance to.
Wait, so their names were Nikolai and Carl?
Yeah.
Wait, which one? So which one was hot? Which one wasn't?
I'll put it in handouts, but Carl is hot one.
This is important.
Carl, hot Carl, sexy Carl. Nikolai is. Oh, this is perfect reversal of expectations. This is what we come to. Do.
Brackets, Carl is hot.
That's how he's putting your phone.
Yeah, it's gonna be Carl with like a fire emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going in my notes as Nikolai and Hot Carl.
Hot Carl.
And so Quinn is gonna sit next to Carl.
Mm-hmm. And then give Julian a look.
Quinn getting her revenge already.
Actually, Quinn's gonna give Julian a look and then do like an obvious wink and nod at Nikolai as if like, see, you get to sit beside him, like in case Nikolai could pick it up and think Julian might be interested.
Julian pretends not to notice and sits down next to Nikolai.
Can Ashley see all of this?
It's a small enough bar that you'd be able to see.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, but if I'm sitting next to Nikolai, does this mean I'm opposite Carl? Eye contact.
It is this table, so there's actually I can reveal them.
They're being revealed. Where is Hot Carl?
Hot Carl, face reveal.
Oh my god, if you had a dream token, that would be...
No.
They both look exactly the same.
They're identical twins, but one of them just is hotter.
One of them got the genetic lottery. Okay, but yeah, this technically means that Julian is at least like opposite from Carl, which is, I mean, you could argue is a good thing.
It could be a good thing. Could
he's
be.
internally arguing, but it's a good thing.
He's like, nobody gets one up on me.
He's just like, I can still make this work. I say all this as if I'm actually going to attempt planning in character, which I know I'm not, because I'm a coward. But
It is hard.
You are welcome to tell me that your character attempts to flirt and then roll for it instead.
I may do this.
Yes. Julian gets them.
I was about to like reflexively say he deserves it, which is what I would usually say to something like that, but I'm like, no, he doesn't.
No.
Okay.
He tried to he deserves it.
He did one nice thing. So,
Yeah.
okay. What other things do we say to him?
Yeah, so they told us.
Just go, so come here often.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So you two from this town?
Yeah, this is. I think Nikolai is going to do most of the talking. Mostly because I don't think I can do 2 accents, and it'll be annoying to say every time which one.
That's okay.
So, yeah, most of the time it'll be Nikolai talking. We live just up the way there, and in the well, it's called the Watchtower House after our parents. But this pub is very nice, and we come here very often.
When you were saying everybody...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, when you were saying everybody has to be happy, that's not just the festivals, like, you guys have to be happy.
It's more a recommendation. Everyone keeps the good vibes, and we keep Strahd out of our town.
Oh, stop right there, Colonel Scott. That's Strahd. We could assume you didn't say that.
Yeah, they say the devil. They definitely said the devil. Oh, this is going to be so difficult. A bit of happiness keeps the devil out of our town.
Oh, I think it's certainly not a bad thing to be inviting a bit of happiness into your days anyway. Glad that you guys seem to be able to find some fun in this small town.
Lovely wine we get from this here pub is helps quite a lot.
Is there much to do in town other than just drink and be merry?
Well, there's always preparation to do for the festivals. You could go and watch a hanging if you want.
Oh, hanging! Gosh,
some people enjoy throwing things at the people in the stocks. Gets a bit boring after a while.
What sort of things do people end up in stocks for?
Just breaking the rules of the town. They spreading dissent, that kind of thing.
Oh, that sounds like very, very foolish behaviour to me. I don't think any of us would want to do any of that.
Good. If you stay like that, you'll live to see a few hangings yourself.
Oh, sounds absolutely delightful to me. What actually are these these festivals. We've heard a lot about them, but no one's really told us what they actually are.
They're little kind of things that the Burgomaster puts on to raise morale, to keep everyone happy. Every week there's a festival. Different themes, different things happen. Everyone has to help. It's just what it is.
That sort of plays, parades, that sort of thing?
Parades, mostly.
Oh, that sounds like a fairly nice way to spend a day. What sort of preparations do you do? Is it sort of making floats and things?
Getting kind of banners and signs together, making sure the town is clean, and everybody comes out and watches as things happen. A few kind of party games that get put together, that kind of thing.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
What sort of games that you play?
Depends on the festival. I'm not sure what this one coming up is, but just the other week we had a festival to celebrate the horses, and we did some horse riding for the kids, and played games of pin the tail on the horse.
I'm gonna assume it's a picture of a horse.
Why would it be a picture of a horse when we've got real horses?
Oh, a silly assumption.
I'm just waiting for the oh, we all get together and we'd sacrifice a member of the community.
The festival of horses, so we killed our horses.
I just like try to. How can I ask? So what's the catch here? Because you know there's gonna be one. Yes, exactly. It's gonna be fucking Midsummer. I mean, you think
World
like
doesn't
either that or
seem
it's like
so
fucking
hot.
hot fuzz. For the greater good. Crusty jugglers.
So, are they like dead serious saying they pin tails on real horses, or was he goofing?
Side check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, natural 20. This is very important to Quinn.
He was trying to trick you into thinking that they pin tails on real horses.
Wait, I didn't hear that.
He was trying to trick you into thinking.
You. Dang you, Nikolai. I seriously thought that you were pinning tails on horses for a second.
You caught me out. It's good to know that I can't get one past you.
I feel like you and my friend Julian here would get on so well together. He's always pulling one over on me.
A fellow jokester.
Julian does a sort of awkward, grimacing smile. It's just like, oh, I've been known to do a prank or two. And gives Quinn a look.
What kind of pranks are they?
Alright, he continues looking at Quinn just for a moment and then gives a little smile and sort of, well, recently I've just been trying to have a little fun. You know, we've been on the road for quite a long time, so and he goes down to like a conspiratorial whisper, just like, I messed up Quinn's hair before she had a big date.
Are you some kind of wizard then?
Oh, nothing particularly, nothing particularly special. I am a wizard on a violin. I will tell you that.
Ooh.
And Carl kind of says, "You why don't you play us something?"
Julian looks like surprised and pleased that the mysterious hot guy is actually saying something, and is just immediately like, yes, of course. I can play something. What would you like?
The sec. I need to think of the name of a song that the Barovians would know. What about the Big Dragon of Argynvostholt? That's a good one.
I'm assuming I wouldn't know that.
You wouldn't know that.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not sure I know that one, actually. I mean, we haven't really been around this neck of the woods for very long, and I haven't had much of a chance to get the local flavor. I just have to get in touch with one of your bards at some point and find out what the local tunes are. But I could play something in a similar sort of vibe to it. I mean, if you know the words to it, perhaps I could play some sort of tune to it.
Carl says, "Well, I'm not much of a singer." And then he gets like a little diary out of his pocket and he starts writing down the words to it, and then hands you the words on a piece of paper instead of singing it.
Oh God! Could you hum me the melody at least?
He hums you a quiet melody. It's kind of a jovial kind of battle song.
Okay. Okay. I think I have mentioned before, but Julian's a bub. He doesn't actually sing. Is there anyone in the party who would sing? I think Julian might actually just immediately just eye Quinn and be like, feel like joining in, Quinn? A little bit of a sing-song? Gives a big smile and a please.
Quinn braces herself for a moment and glances over to the table to see if Arena is over there.
I think if Julian notices this, he will say, I'm sure Arena would appreciate it as well.
All right. Quinn just leans over to like just subtly say like, your music better make me sound good, okay?
Oh God.
Both of you roll performance.
God, what is my performance? I feel like my performance ought to be better than this. It's still like good, but like, oh God, the most important role of my life.
It's important. Oh, you got a good one.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah.
Give me bardic inspiration.
Oh wait. Okay. Through my playing, I could do bardic inspiration. I could give you a point of bardic inspiration. Not a point of bardic inspiration. A thing of.
I would immediately use it. Is it a D6?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a D6. Yeah.
You did make me sound good.
You start playing, and the whole bar joins in. Everyone is having a great time.
Yay.
The chef comes out of the kitchen and claps along, and a few people pop their heads in to see what the noise is and kind of stay in the tavern. Everyone's having a great time.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
How does Carl look?
He's staring at you quite a lot in a come hither way.
I think at some point during the song, Julian will have a look at will like meet his eye and give him a big wink.
He blushes.
Yes, success.
Oh, yeah, Quinn will do the CM to Arena.
She also blushes.
The gays win.
We win. High five. I think Quinn even like at the end of the song like throws her arm like around Julian's shoulder and like brings him in for like a side bear hug thing because it was probably pretty fun.
He very awkwardly. I think he gets a little bit swept up in the moment and gives her like a decent like hug back.
Yeah.
And gives like a big bow at the end and all that.
You get a very good round of applause for your performances.
Yay!
I think. Should I? I don't know. I think Quinn will probably be like, "Why don't you two come over to our table? It's bigger there, and I'll buy us another bottle for everybody."
They look at you a little oddly because the table's the exact same size, but they do come over and sit at the table you.
Our table. Oh no. Well, I still invite them to our table and get another bottle for like everybody.
Are Carl and Nikolai by any chance the wolf hunters?
They are not wolf hunters.
Okay.
Did the wolf hunters participate in the song?
They did. In a quiet, gruff way.
How's Ashiok doing?
He's fine. He's got his soup.
Is Ashley just sitting quietly in the corner eating soup, like a bit grumpy? Oh my god.
I mean, he's kind of like invested in like the love story that's happening on the other table. So he's kind of just like silently cheering for Julian and Quinn.
Aww. How's Traxa doing? Oh, does Traxa just go up to the room?
Yeah, she's not down there.
We should probably follow up on this at some point. Anytime Traxa is out of sight, I'm just like immediately stressed.
Wow.
And I can't believe I forgot.
Doing drugs.
I got distracted and forgot to follow up on that. Oh dear.
Doing whippets upstairs.
Hopefully she's fine. Okay, if we're all like gathered back at the same table and sharing drinks and stuff, Julian will probably attempt to flirt a bit. I'm not going to roleplay this because I don't want to. But given that he has sensed a connection with Carl.
Yeah. Carl is also feeling the connection.
Hell yeah.
I think Nikolai is also feeling a connection. He thinks he's being flirted with, but he's not being flirted
Oh
with.
no.
Rest in
no.
peace.
Julian's caught himself in a love triangle already.
With both the brothers.
Is Quinn and Arena like chatting, hanging out?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like when Quinn went back, she like sat beside her and like threw her arm over the back of Arena's chair, and just also went in. I'll also just default say she's flirting with Arena.
Yeah, fine. The flirting is working, but I think at this point, Arena is just on board. She's been on board for a few days.
But yes, is there so okay, they're not pinning tails on actual horses. We found that out. They like songs. Is there anything we need to find out from them other than to just flirt with them?
Oh yeah, we did actually have a task. We were talking to them for.
We got distracted.
Oh, we could try and find out like what the festival coming up is, because they said that they didn't know what it was yet. But surely, if it's in 3 days' time, then they would have started preparing.
Yeah.
I think maybe Julian might ask like, what are they doing tomorrow? Are they going to start preparing for the next festival?
Well, we will help a little. We don't. Our parents are quite important, so we managed to get away with it with not helping as much, but as long as we make an appearance, it's not too bad. It'll be the Festival of the Rising Sun.
Does it mean it's going to be at dawn?
I need to find the page, and I will let you know.
Just immediately like, oh god, an early morning. Julian's greatest fear.
It's the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Ah.
So
More like noon.
yeah, so it'll be at noon. To celebrate the sun that we rarely see, but maybe with this festival it'll blaze.
Sure it will.
Is it going to be at 4:20 in the afternoon?
I am so prepared for this festival, guys.
Yeah, Quinn's a certified sun blazer.
Yeah, that's what we call it. I didn't know you had that strain here, but that's dope.
What strain of what?
The to blaze.
Like fire.
Well, I am suddenly very quickly realizing we're not talking about the same thing. That's okay. Carry on flirting. I mean, carry on your conversation.
I'll just move on. That's fine. Pretend. Yes.
It's the wine, you know.
It's the wine. I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah, she gets a bit like that when she drinks. Don't pay too much attention. She's a lightweight, if you couldn't tell by looking at her.
Hey.
Well, I wouldn't get that impression actually. She's got a bit of muscle on her.
Thank you.
You know what? Would you like an arm wrestle? I want to challenge all of you, all other than you. And he kind of gestures towards Julian. You all look like quite strong individuals. I would like to put
Julian
myself
nods and is just like, yes, sounds right.
And he puts his arm down on the table for an arm.
Asha kind of looks over at Quinn and he's like, "You go first. I go first."
Why don't you warm up for me?
Fine.
Are we going to put any stakes on this?
Ooh.
What have you got that can make it worthwhile?
I got this D.
Another bottle of the finest wine the house has to offer.
Deal. If me and my brother win, you buy the wine. If you win, we'll buy some wine.
Deal.
Yeah.
Quinn, June's gonna put his hand on Quinn's shoulder and just say, "Don't fuck this up for us. You can do it." And is gonna cast Enhance Ability, which is a touch spell. Wait, can he do that quietly enough? I don't. Oh, he might not be able to do that like secretly.
What are the components of it?
VSM.
Verbal, somatic, and material.
They do have to say something.
Okay.
So you said inspiring words, so maybe that could be the verbal one.
Yeah.
If that can count, then I'll do that. But if there's no way of doing it without them hearing, then I won't.
You could try and hide it with a sleight of hand check, if you want, or you can not do it.
God, my sleight of hand isn't very good. Fuck it. I'll give it a roll just for the fun of it.
Ooh.
You manage it. They don't spot you casting the spell.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'll give you Enhanced Ability and Full Strength, which will give you advantage on strength checks, which I assume will probably be the one relevant. And it lasts for an hour.
Sweet. Oh my god, I need to do so many strength things.
Beat everyone up, quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight. But yeah, Ashiok is going first.
What if I'm going first? Why did he cast it on you?
Because I'm
Quinn
his
is sitting next to me.
This is the favoritism.
Okay, in my defense, I genuinely wasn't sure who was actually doing the arm wrestles. I apologize.
I could go first, and then you could line up. You could queue up to get the buff.
Well, would I even notice she got the buff? No, right?
You wouldn't notice.
Shit. Okay, so he's just like
Yeah.
just operating under the assumption that Julian's being a nice person.
Mm-hmm.
He is, but also being underhanded. He doesn't want to lose.
Okay. So we'll do a contested strength check. Are you challenging? Are we going to do one brother with Quinn, one brother with Ashiok?
Well, did Carl even sign up for this, or like, is he just? Was it just Nikolai that wanted to do the arm wrestle?
Nikolai's probably kind of dragged his brother into doing it.
Okay.
But I mean, if you just wanted to do Nikolai, if you just wanted to arm wrestle Nikolai, you could do that.
I mean, depends how Quinn feels about beating up like a poor shy dude.
Yeah, no, I don't want to injure his hand. He might have to use that later.
Oh.
It's okay. Julian can heal him back to, look after him for the
Oh, so
evening.
do you
Nerf
want
him
me to
back
break
to
his hand?
health.
Just deliberately injure his hands.
How badly should I fuck up his hand?
Oh, God. I didn't think this through. I just thought it'd be fun to win at the arm wrestling.
I won't fuck up his hand, I promise.
What if you get a natural 20 and you just like break his hand?
I just crush it. It's just dust.
So do I just roll a strength check?
Yeah, do a strength check, and I'll do one as well for what we've done. They haven't done that.
Are we doing athletics for this?
I think it's just strength, isn't it?
I mean, I got a 21.
Yeah.
Do I break his hand?
He got a 17, so I don't think that would be enough to break his hand. Because
Okay,
he didn't do too
great.
badly. But you do win.
Survive another day without being hanged.
At least for breaking arms. And he... Were you arm wrestling Carl or Nikolai? Does it matter?
No.
I'll just say it's Nikolai and Carl's just sitting out of this and he can't stop it. He's dealing with his brother's shenanigans.
Is his brother like really upset that he lost? And now he's
Right.
like calling Carl to like avenge him.
He says, "Oh, that's a strong arm you've got there. But can you do it again?" And he kind of pulls Carl in and says, "My brother, he'll get you. And I'll challenge you as well." Against his will.
Julian will give a smile and just go, it's not all about strength, finesse and technique can go a long way as well. He gives a wink to Carl.
I'm going to give Carl disadvantage because you said that. He's distracted now.
Yeah.
Very distracted. Roll a strength check again, see if you can beat Carl.
It's a 10.
That's okay. You only needed to beat it 2. So neither of you put up a good fight, but you win again.
After totally did it on purpose.
Was trying to throw it to make him seem impressive, but he still
Yeah.
failed.
He was like looking at Julian and he was like, "Oh yeah, this guy's like so strong," and then he looks back to his arm and it's like on the table. He's like,
And then Nikolai says, "Right, who's next?" And he bangs the table and puts his arm back up for Quinn.
Alright, I suppose I got it then. Let's see. It's just strength, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Bow. Is that gonna...
Uh,
all of it together? Dang it. So
but
it's
it'd
7.
be a 22 anyway.
Yeah.
You absolutely smash Nikolai's arm.
Oh no.
Because he only got a 4. He was still kind of recovering from the last one. And his arm hurts quite a lot now. And he says, Alright, I can admit when I've been beaten. I've got the next couple of rounds. And he gets up and goes and gets 2 more bottles of wine.
So I'm not fighting Carl, am I?
I think after he saw Carl do so terribly last time,
Oh,
it's nice to bother.
I'm just gonna turn to Quinn. He's like, "Hey, good job there. You got us some drinks."
awesome. I mean, you also did amazing, so.
Yeah,
So-
teamwork.
Hell yeah, high five.
High five.
Yo, wait, do you want to arm wrestle?
Yeah.
Alright. Sweet. Okay, put him up. And slams the hand down the table.
I think Julian starts to maybe think about saying something, and he's just like, I don't mind.
Don't protect me, Julian. You gave me this power for an hour. I'm gonna use it. Okay, I'll do 2 first. Okay, I did not do that well. 12 was my highest.
Really?
Yeah.
21.
No! Boom. Well, damn. I guess I owe you a drink sometime.
Ashley just looks very like happy with himself. Like just picture like a very like happy golden retriever. There you go.
I think Julian whispers to Quinn, like, I see to let him win. Let him enjoy this.
Yeah, he's having a good time. Quinn just didn't
Like,
have,
yeah, I totally let him win.
yeah, yeah, like her hands on her wrist, like just like wringing it a little bit, like. I think after that, well, is there other music in the tavern, or when we stop, did the music
It's
stop?
just the kind of background hum of the pub.
Okay, okay, cool, chill.
Yeah, I guess Ashley isn't pissed enough to try and like play Julian's violin. They're not gonna be subjected to it yet.
Please.
If he can take Julian's violin off him, then... Actually, what am I saying? He easily could. There's no strength contest there. Julian will turn to Carl and just be like, "No, gave it a good go. Maybe you can give me a round 2 later and show me what you've really got."
Yeah, Carl, Julian's real fucking strong, man.
I'd like to see what moves you've got.
Yeah, he plays the violin real fucking good.
Does Ashiok say that in character?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty good with my fingers, you could say.
Hey.
I'm gonna say it's pretty late at this point.
They've been here the whole day.
Just
It was
so
a
that
later party.
I'm gonna, like Carl says to Julian, why don't you come back to my place and show me?
I'm genuinely
Give
like,
us some private violin lessons.
Julian says yes. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. They leave the pub.
Yay!
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Julian has pulled.
Oh yeah.
I think with that, when they leave and they're gone away, and that's the sort of vibe, and the nights wind down, Quinn, with her arm around like Arena's chair, is just like, why don't we go see if we can make use of that fancy new bed before we have to get some rest tonight?
She kind of holds your hand and takes you up to the room, and then you realise that, well, the sleeping situation is interesting. So one of the rooms has 4 beds in it, and the other one has, and they're all single beds, and the other room has 2 single beds in it.
Oh.
Damn it. God damn it.
It's going off the picture at the top there.
I hadn't looked at the upper floor.
This is really important. Which room do they take?
Traxer is in the 4-bedroom at the moment.
I mean, if they've been there all day, I'm definitely done with what I was doing, and I was gonna head out and shop.
Okay.
If it's been the whole day.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to interrupt the flirting.
We'll go into the first room. This one. I can't ping. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I guess this one?
Sure, yeah.
Look, it's a bit awkward, but it can make it work, I swear to God.
You make it work.
Quinn's gonna just hope that they're too caught up in the flirting, and the moment they're making out before they get to the door, it's fine.
Quinn still has full strength on her if she wants to carry her up the
Hell yeah, I do. Of course I do.
As she is left alone downstairs with an empty bowl of soup.
You still got Nikolai and the wolf hunters. And Viv.
Use him for.
I guess Viv is there, but she just hasn't been saying anything.
I mean, Viv would probably like have pissed off with Traxa as soon as the arm wrestling started, at the very least. She's not one for these, I don't know, not so intellectual entertainment.
No. She might be upstairs in the bedroom reading, or just going with Traxa to get out of the noise.
Yeah. Well, if it's only Nikolai with me, I guess he'll just turn to him and be like, "So you want to arm wrestle again?"
Absolutely. Do you spend the rest of the night arm wrestling?
Yes, we spend the rest of the night arm wrestling.
Excellent.
Dudes rock. It's cute.
What are you doing in town, Traxer?
Okay, so I essentially was going to look for clothes mostly because we have one outfit that we've been wearing consistently, and mine's covered in grease, and I need more options.
Okay.
So kind of just general shopping.
Yeah. I think you find it quite easily. It's a bit ominous. You do have to walk past the what are they called?
Stockade?
No, the place where people are hung.
Gallows?
The gallows, that's the one. To get to the shops, but there's nobody there at the moment. Nobody's being hung at the minute. How fancy are you looking for?
Not really. I was messing around. I was trying to make a character image while I was just listening, and I couldn't get what I wanted out of it. but I think something along the lines of like this outfit, but obviously meant for a short, fat person.
Okay. I think you don't find anything like that already made, but there will be kind of probably a seamstress somewhere in town who would be willing to make it for you.
Okay, I have a couple more just to switch between because I made a bunch of images and now I need to use them. So that one should be an easier outfit.
Yeah.
And then one that's similar to hers, her normal apron, but more kind of dressy.
Okay. Yeah, I think if you find like a clothes shop or a seamstress or something, they'll agree to either make it from scratch with the top one, or kind of get them the right size for you. And price for that, probably it's not going to be cheap. Probably 30 gold pieces in total.
Okay.
Then,
And then
you all have like 6,000 gold pieces or something.
yeah, I don't have much. I bought 2 horses, but
Yeah.
and then if I got that, I want to see if I can get a tattoo, not magical, but just a tattoo.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if this town would have one or if Barovia in general has them, but
I think if you ask around, they would recommend you go to the Vistani, because the Vistani do have tattoos, but nobody in town does. And they say there might be someone. There's a Vistani camp north of town. And if you go there at some point, they might be willing to give you a tattoo back.
okay.
I can't believe it, like, this whole time I was terrified that Traxo was off, like, doing drugs or having a major depressive episode or something, but she's just gone clothes shopping.
It's kind of, I decided to have her handle it a little more healthy, I guess, with clothes, and like still kind of a depressive episode of just like trying to make herself feel better.
She hasn't
Okay,
cut her
she's-
hair yet.
See, you say that, but literally I started making these images and they kept coming up with long hair. I'm like, nah, she definitely cut her hair, and it is now a short hair.
I still see this as an improvement because she's like, sitting in a river with a pot over her head, so...
Yeah, that first image I shared, actually probably the third image is closer to like what I imagine her hair being at the moment, with just like her apron. I just, no matter what I did with the stupid AI art, I couldn't get her to look like her body to look like how I want her, like a short fat halfling. So I had to just go with pieces and parts.
Unfortunately, AI art is good for a pretty slender white women
Yeah.
and not very much else yet.
Yeah, I kind of gave up on making real people and just was like, yeah, fuck it, here, this is what I want your shirt to look like, your hair to look like, and I'll imagine it. But yeah, so she will have that in her mind of where to go, but I'm not going to leave the town just yet for that.
Okay. You can probably get one of the outfits, probably the middle outfit, done today, because that's probably
Okay.
quite easy. They probably have something similar. The rest of it will take a few days to be done.
Okay.
And I think, is there anything else you would like to do in town?
I don't really have anything she needs at the moment, so no.
Okay. I think we'll leave it there for the session today.
Two people banging, awkward arm wrestling, and two people who don't talk to each other on a shopping trip. Nailed it.
Yeah, it's a fun session.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most like positive end to a session I think we've ever had. So
True.
Well, at
I
least
mean, okay.
2 people are having fun.
Well, hopefully 4 people at least are having fun.
Yeah, I would have
I don't
invited
wanna go
Ashley to
on.
come, but I didn't want to interrupt everything, so I guess if you wanted to instead be on the shopping trip, that's totally fine as well.
Well, I mean, if Traxa asked him, he would have been very happy to join.
That's up to you guys if you want to, like, kind of retcon it. I didn't want to steal you away.
No, it's fine. Like, it's okay with me. It doesn't change the banging.
Yeah.
so-
But yeah, I was just going to ask the others who weren't involved if they wanted to go out and do stuff, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to have time to prep for next week. Which gives us like 4 weeks off. 3 weeks off.
Okay, well, they figure out the our scheduling here, we will end the stream. So thanks for coming out and watching. If you're watching this on YouTube because you weren't able to make to the session, hi, let us know what you're doing. But yeah, other than that, have a good night. Saying this, I will very much be back on in like 30 minutes for some Star Wars D&D, because that's happening right after this.